Good evening, friends and foes. Pull up a chair, pop a cold one. It's time to get a tad belligerent. Let's get silly.
All right, guys, on tonight's episode, we have a quick little Orioles update where we give a big shout out to Brooks Robinson. Then we dive into a Belligerent Beverages led by one and only Mr. Benjamin Augustus. Then we talk about dumb money in Tinseltown tangents. Hope you guys like it. Here we go. Yay! What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 130 of A Tad Belligerent. This is your boy, T-Wave.
Benjamin Augustus.
That's right, the boys are back better than ever. Big apologies for missing last week. Just schedules and illnesses just derail us. You know, it happens.
It's tough.
It happens.
At least it wasn't COVID, though.
That's true.
COVID. I had bronchitis this time.
Yeah.
And right at the end of me healing up, my grandmother's in the hospital. I went to visit her.
Yeah.
So.
But Dan made the joke. He goes, Ben, you love getting COVID.
I
Ben
do.
goes, no, I don't.
I took the test. I was hoping for it. It's like, I wasted $15 on my double test.
That's true. But it was funny, funny now, but not at the time, but we were all together 2 Sundays ago watching football, and the next day, Jordan texts us and says, hey, guys, by the way, Rach has COVID. And Ben goes, what the fuck?
I'm sick. Already.
Yeah. Ben, the COVID magnet.
I was just like, yesterday, I got sick last night.
Yeah.
I got it faster than anyone else.
Ben's got the COVID-20 virus. It's just,
I feel
it's
like
another level up.
just being there made everybody else okay because
I
all
just
of
sucked
them,
in all the
That's
drugs.
right.
Yeah.
We actually even whenever someone has COVID, be like, "Were you Ben? Good, then you probably don't got it."
Correct.
Ben took all the viruses.
Correct.
That's funny. So on a less funny note and a little bit more somber note, yeah. So we want to give a big, huge shout out to Brooks Robinson, who passed away earlier this week. Obviously, everybody who listens to the show knows we're giant Oriole fans, lifelong fans, and they're on this amazing run for the first time in a long time. And it's just very sad to have one of the pillars of the franchise pass away just as they're about to embark on their postseason run with such young players. You got to hear some of the guys talk about it, some of the younger guys. Brooks was very, he was with the guys a lot over recent years, even though he's up there in age. He passed away in 86. So, and then Jim Palmer was very emotional. He talked about it on the broadcast the other night. And Brooks Robinson obviously is a great Oriole, but he's also one of the best baseball players to ever play the game.
For sure.
When you talk about 16 Gold Gloves, which is just fucking insane.
It's insane.
It's literally insane talking about. So he debuted in 1955. He was age 19. Retired in 1977. During that span, which my math is correct, 22 years, he missed 45 games. That's it. Aaron Judge missed 45 games every year. Mike Trout misses 45 games every year. Yeah. Brooks Robinson, 45 games his entire 22-year career. Bananas.
The only people I know that have as many Gold Gloves as him or more are pitchers.
Yes, he's the most position player. I think Greg Maddux has the record with 18.
That's 18.
Yes.
And then I know the other pitcher from the Twins has 16. He was doing an interview about.
Well, not more, so irrelevant.
Yeah. I can't think of the Twins pitcher, but Brooks has a lot of other records. So he has the most career assists of anybody in baseball. He has that record by 1,000. So there's him, and then there's 1,000 assists in number 2.
So the third baseman shit.
No. All fielders.
Damn.
I think it's just third baseman.
All fielders. They were talking about this on the show. It's insane. He has the most.
I saw the MLB Network one, and it just had third baseman listed. Yeah. I don't know where the next.
And then putouts he has like 100, like 500 more putouts than anybody. And he's also turned 100 more double plays than anybody. So he has those 3 records.
So I saw the same thing. It was the stats, but it was just on
third baseman. Are you sure it was just third baseman?
Because Adrian Belcher said there's more balls are hit to shortstops than they are to third base.
But he also just played 22 years, is why I think he still accumulated the number. We'll double check, but either way.
Either way, he's known as the best. He was the best third baseman, fielding third baseman of his time and of ever, and probably is still to this day.
Yeah.
The best fielding third baseman.
He also has 10 1-0 games where he is the one run.
He drove in the one run.
And it was just
hit a home run or
He drove in the one run.
Yeah. Correct. And it just happened to be the night it was passing, the Orioles won 1-0.
Gunnar
Henderson, the third baseman, the rising superstar of the Orioles, scored the lone run. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we talk about our group chat, like, how do you not be romantic about baseball? It's like impossible, you know. And so it's just it's somber when you lose a man of that magnitude, but also because his passing, you get to talk about him more and kind of get reminded of his greatness. So there's the pluses of that.
I mean, it's also something where he was a baseball player well before we were born.
We never
He
saw him
was a
play
Hall
a
of
single
Famer
pitch.
before we were born.
Sure.
Before
Yep.
we watched baseball at all, and still to have the impact that he has on our lives just speaks to the man, the player he was, and the man he was.
Yeah, I mean, number 5 is obviously retired on Camden Yards. No Oriole will ever be number 5, rightfully so. And it's just, you know, hopefully they can have a good playoff run and kind of do it for Brooksy.
Yeah.
You know, do it for Brooksy. So,
Oh, yeah, baby.
Awesome.
but then to kind of flip that to a little more celebratory, there's, again, timestamp. It is Thursday,
Well,
September 28th,
I do want to throw
6:35.
one more thing in.
All right, go ahead, sorry,
It's
go
one
ahead.
of my favorite things.
Go ahead.
Where the reporter says that, you know, in New York they named a candy bar after Reggie Jackson.
Yes.
And in Baltimore, people name their kids after Brooks Roberts.
100%.
shout out
awesome.
my little cousin, Brooks.
Brooks,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, it's, again, it just speaks to the volumes of the man as well.
But
You know, so.
to pivot to what you were about to go to, it is September 28th. It is National Beer Day.
Potentially Clinchmas Day.
Well, no, I'm saying,
Oh, it is potentially.
oh yeah,
Christmas.
Clinchmas Day.
Mhm.
I hope so, man.
I hope so.
I actually love that it's called Clinchmas. I think that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's funny that Dean Kramer is the pitcher who was one of the main Manny Machado trading pieces, and so which was
Yeah.
the signaling of the rebuild. Now he's the starting
That's the only piece we
pitcher.
have left from the
He is,
Machado.
but he was the Manny Machado started the rebuild 5 years ago. Whatever it's been, and it's been a long rebuild.
Yes.
But we're in a great spot, and potentially he can be the pitcher that could clinch it. It'd be just beautiful.
Say it one more time.
That's it. And, no worries. And it's just, again, just like full circle baseball, romantic sport. The guy that started the rebuild, the piece that came back, could be the one that is the winning pitcher to clinch the division title and the number 1 seed. in the
Would be nice. Would be nice.
So we're all hoping for that. We are going to have kind of a little bit maybe of a quicker episode than normal because we want to watch that, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's that. We're going to transition to the show now.
But
Go ahead.
speaking of the show, September 28th is National Drink Beer Day.
Is it really?
Yes.
No.
I feel like every day is National Drink Beer Day, but
Well,
okay.
for us,
But
every
for real, for
Tuesday is National
I
Drink
feel
Beer
like
Day.
we should have. I wish I had known that I would have gotten better beers.
Well, we don't
You
know.
got
Maybe they're great
beer
beers.
That's true. I would have gotten a better selection.
No,
You
you
got
got beer
you got
a wider
Naked Wizard
variety.
beers. One says National Drink Beer like Naked Wizards.
Like Wizard Butts.
But you also got IPA, so they're beery beers.
That's true. There are beery beers. That's true. So, with that all being said, we're going to head into our world famous Blizzard beverage segment. It is Benjamin's week, and so Benjamin, what do you got, bud?
Come on, Dax. You can do it, man.
Come on, Dykes.
You can do it. Oh. Oh, man.
Little pause.
For the cause.
All right, I'm back. All right, first off, we're going to start off with a little True Respite, and it's a Westward Ho. Then we're going to move on to A Wizard Goes West,
Oh, nice.
keeping the West theme going. And then we'll go from the West theme to the Wizard theme with Magic Wizard XXL. Now, Black Flag and their Wizard series, they like naked wizard butts on their can.
Yeah, it's weird.
Naked Gandalf.
Oh, so speaking of that,
R.I.P.
he just passed away.
Michael Gambon.
Did he?
R.I.P. We
Yeah,
just
like
talked about him.
today or yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or today? Everything blends together now.
It might have been last night, this morning.
Yeah, but
Actually,
within the last like 24 hours, he passed away, which is ironic that you brought.
We literally were just
Wizard
talking
beers.
about
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did this on purpose.
There you go. Means they're gonna taste great.
it. Yeah.
So he was the last Dumbledore, right? I think because the
No.
OG died.
The OG died. He was the last old Dumbledore because Jude Law is technically the last.
Correct.
Dumbledore.
Correct. Good call. Good call.
But he's the last old Dumbledore. Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
But now, if they did another Harry Potter series, which I think they're trying to do,
Why not? Makes
a
money.
later one, falsehoods. If they do a after, I don't know. Never mind. Unimportant because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
he's gonna be playing Wolverine.
Oh
Let's
my.
roll. He would. Whatever.
talking about it.
I'm sure.
Another topic for another day.
He's doing. Actually, I do enjoy
Did you
his.
see him though in the one show that you watch? I think.
I love that show. The
Yeah,
one
he
on
was like
CBS.
jacked.
Yes, you guys need to watch that show.
I
It's
do
like
want to watch it.
I'm drawing a blank on it. It's called fuck.
It's like a Heaven and Hell Omens something.
Oh,
No.
Gods and Omens.
No.
I always get those mixed up.
All right. Well, who gives a
Okay, well, do your thing while I'm looking it up.
We can talk about this later. Let's go.
First Daniel Radcliffe.
No, I'm saying talk while I'm
He's
looking
very
it up.
important.
Okay, man. Good.
He played Weird Al
No, talk to you
Yankovic.
about your fucking alcohol.
Cranky Dance, yeah.
Miracle
No,
Work.
I
Hey,
wanna-
it's called Miracle Workers. man.
Miracle
Sorry.
Workers.
All right,
So
what
it's a true respite called Westward Ho.
Okay.
It's a West Coast style IPA. 7.2% alcohol.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Sick.
It's got what it says: Cascade, Centennial, Cryo, Amarillo, and Mosaic hops.
Oh, wait, there's all those in there mixing up with the mosaic.
Well, sorry, Dan. We'll see what
I
happens.
know.
This is a darker one.
Is it citrusy or what kind of IPA
Smells
is it?
good.
Just it's West Coast style. I don't know what that means though.
I don't know if we've done many West Coast
I don't think
IPAs.
we've done a lot. of
Well, we're
West
about to
Coast.
do 2 today, so
Yeah, sick.
Well, we've done a million New England, so
yeah. That's how we moved out west. Westward Ho.
smells very IPA.
It smells like an IPA.
Yeah, it smells like an IPA.
First alcohol in a week and a half.
Woo! Okay.
I'm gonna stay east. I'm not gonna go out west.
It's got some bitterness to it.
It is super bitter.
It's got some bitterness to it.
I think I just drank an armadillo.
This is like when you go out west for the first time and you get one of those dust rollies,
Tumbleweeds.
tumbleweeds. And
Dust Rollies.
hits you right in the face.
Davey the tumbleweed.
Big D the Tumbleweed.
You do tumbleweed.
They're definitely known as Dust Rollies from now on.
Yeah, for sure. Those dust rollies.
Dust rollies. This is not
Episode
super
130,
pleasant.
Dust Rollies.
If you like bitterness, you're gonna like this. If you don't, this is not your cup of tea. This is a limited following, I believe.
Very bitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good God, bitter. Like it's like they made it on purpose, the extra bitter.
I don't like the aftertaste at all.
No,
See,
I
I
like.
kind of do. I like the flavor of it.
I like when it goes away. That's what I like.
Is that it? We just like it? Like the taste just because the bitterness is going away?
Yeah. It is so extra over the top bitterness. It's unnecessary.
It does seem unnecessary.
I feel like they added like 5 hops for no reason.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. And like by the way, like after it's done cooking, they're like, no, we need some more.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Dan. It's too many hops coming in there.
Yeah. Masking the mosaic hops, which is we've already
I guess where the good, that hint of good flavor comes from. Is the
Like I do get a hint of
bitter it
this
all
could
up.
be delicious, but it's like getting masked by a ton of fucking tree. I wish they explained what flavors they were trying to do.
It's getting masked by a tree. That's hilarious.
Centennial Cryo. See, they just shouldn't even put that in there. What is that
Westward
even?
Hold the
You see Westward hold the.
hold the bitter.
That's hilarious.
Ooh. And so they honed in on it.
Okay, I'm
All right.
gonna struggle to finish
Yours.
this. Not gonna lie to you.
It's our
Yeah,
job.
it just scores it.
It's not a chugger. It's or you could say it's a chugger, not.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
you guys couldn't even get on me for my terrible pun. It was bothering you so bad.
All right, this beer sucks.
Man, I had a terrible pun.
Who's
I'm
the
sure
brewery?
you were gonna rip on me.
Who's the brewer again?
True Respite.
Okay, yeah, they swing and a miss here, boys. I don't even think people that like bitter beer would like this. This is over the top. It's gross. There's no redeeming qualities. This is a bad beer.
Especially because like you can't get like a big beer of this because once you get down to the bottom and it's like slightly warm.
Oh, that'd be
Barf
awful.
tap.
I think people who like bitter beer might like this.
They might. It's even too much for them, I think.
Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe Maybe if you have a friend who likes bitter beer, give them this so they know how you feel when you drink IPA.
Exactly. This might be one of the worst beers I've ever had on the show, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This is pretty atrocious. The redeem quality is a 7.2, so you can at least like throw a few back in a little buzz. That's about it.
I mean, I watched you. You could barely throw it back.
I barely can throw it back.
No way.
So I'm gonna go 4.0. I mean, this is bad.
Oh, that might be like the worst score.
It's one of the worst
you've ever
scores.
given.
So clean top half of the inning for Dean.
Clean Dean.
Clean Dean.
All right, here we go, baby.
All right. Are you good?
I'm perplexed.
Are you trying to find good qualities?
I mean, there is a good taste. It's just masked behind a lot of bitterness.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
that's why I like to call disgusting.
It's like I'm looking. I don't know. I'm looking for the face, and I pull the mask off, and it's just another mask there. I'm like, shit, and I'm trying to get the two. And it's just too much fucking bitterness.
It makes like a different face. Oh,
You got 40-yard fake joke.
I'm gonna give this a 5.8.
man, that is way too high. That is not even close to the right score.
5.8.
Sorry, I usually don't say that about other people's scores, but boy, I don't know where you.
Muy generous, muy generous.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. But I don't know. There's something about the flavor I like. It is too much bitterness though. But
Yeah.
7.2. The fact I can't remember having a West Coast IPA. So
Maybe there's a
how
reason.
bitter they're supposed to be.
Maybe there's a reason.
We'll see with the next one. I'll go 5.8 though.
Okay, all right. To each their own.
Danny Matt?
Yeah, I'm going to go 4.8.
Okay.
It's probably better.
This beer.
No.
I was in this rubber beer. This beer does not
Right,
deserve
does not
to be
deserve that.
a 5 as I stumble over myself. So it's just under. It's just under. Doesn't deserve to be a 5.
No.
It deserves to be just under 4.8.
If the person hands this to you, they don't like you.
Yeah, this beer is bitter. It sucks, and it shouldn't be.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. This is
It's a
Admiral
trap
Ak-
beer.
This is Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
That's hilarious.
True respite. You need to take this off of your
Yeah,
menu
just get
if
rid
you
of
have it. And
Maybe Trishwit's wife came up with this one and he keeps it on there for that reason alone. But other than that, there's no reason
Yeah,
to keep this
even
on
if
tap.
you are, this is like an ode to your late grandfather that you taught you fishing and taught you how to brew beer.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It sucks.
I don't care. Get rid of it.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck it.
Fuck your grandpa.
Well, yeah, but fuck it. Like this beer sucks.
Yeah, suck it, grandpa. Your beer.
The worst part is that they're probably gonna like our post.
And we're just insulting their grandparents. Love it. Hey, that's how we roll. All right. Let's see if the ass wizard's beer is better.
Yeah.
Next week
Their
from
assless checks.
Black Flag Brewing Company.
All right,
A
here we
little
go.
better, a little better.
Yeah, we know. Wizard
Here we go,
goes
baby.
west.
Okay.
We got another West Coast double IPA.
Let's see if they do it better.
8.2%.
Hell yeah. Here
And
we go.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but Wizard tipping his hat. He's got a nice long beard
Yes.
and nice assless chaps.
I bet you there's something else along on
Only
them.
three.
Oh!
Also, only 3
There's
hops.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Only 3 hops.
Citra.
That's good.
Citra, Simcoe.
That's impressive to get the 8% of
And-
the hops.
Who knows?
I know. I'm just saying.
Do you?
I do know. I've been taking wizard beer making classes on the side.
If you were actually taking wizard classes on the side, I'd be fucking jealous you didn't learn.
I do. First of all, I 1000% would have invited you two both to come. Let's not kid ourselves. And we cast spells on everybody.
Actually, so speaking of wizard classes,
Speaking of wizard classes, go ahead.
you guys know the Harry Potter,
Yes.
the Hogwarts game, where you can
No.
actually go and be a
Yeah.
wizard and act
Yeah.
like Hogwarts.
I
and
heard it
everything?
is the shit.
It's supposed to be amazing. I haven't
Like
played
the
it.
video game.
Yeah, it's a video game.
I might have to get it. Here, get that. I'll take one.
I heard it looked amazing, and I was like, I just want to go.
No, I heard it's a shit.
I was like, I just want to get on the Quidditch team and just run shit in Quidditch.
Okay, yeah.
And then my
What would your
stepsister
position
said,
be?
and then my stepsister said, "Oh, they don't have Quidditch on the game."
What?
And I said, "Well, there it goes. I'm not playing it now."
How do you not have
I
Quidditch?
did not have.
Yeah.
She's like, "They have broom races." I was like, "Fuck
What the
that. I
fuck is that?
want to play Quidditch."
Question, what would your position be?
I'd probably be a beater.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you're being honest. All of us would be
Probably.
beaters.
Maybe a goalie.
Goalie, yeah. We couldn't be snitches or seekers.
No, I don't have the
Snitches, I ain't
balance.
know
Yeah.
that.
I don't have the balance for a seeker.
Even
we
if
could
we want
be
to be.
secret. We
But,
either
I'd
be-
be a big bully beater.
Yeah, same.
If we
same.
were all three on the team, you'd be goalie, or you'd be keeper, and me and
Yeah.
him would be your beaters.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
We would be-
What house would we be though? I think we'd be Gryffindor.
We could be Gryffindor.
I think we're Gryffindors.
If Ron
We could
and Neville
muscle up
and-
Hufflepuff a little bit.
Yeah, but we're not Hufflepuff
We're not.
enough.
That's not.
So we'd have to muscle
We're
up.
more Ravenclaw than Hufflepuff.
Maybe.
I
We're
think
more
I think
Ravenclaw.
we're Gryffindor, Slytherin, because we can go that side if we can
I'm
turn that out.
Hufflepuff next. But that's
Really more
because
than Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff-
I see he was a big Ravenclaw.
No, because Ravenclaw is all about intelligence. Slytherin is all about being like sneaky and like on
Cunning.
the sly and like not even
I
cunning,
could
but
do
like
some.
because like Ravenclaw even accepts cunning. It's like cunning but like evil tendencies type shit.
Well, it's definitely evil, but they're also kind of like
Gryffindor's like-
successful. Like they're good at what they do.
Gryffindor is like
Honor, leadership.
honor and integrity and all that shit. And Hufflepuff is notoriously accepting everybody else.
Yeah.
So,
So you
like,
think you're more Ravenclaw? You're
I'm more Hufflepuff than anything. Like I'm more Hufflepuff after I'm second Hufflepuff, then I'm probably Ravenclaw than Slytherin.
So you think you're Slytherin last?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I think I have more integrity than to actually be evil. Like I'm
Fair
not
enough.
I'm not gonna be the one running around like fucking super picking on people like Malfoy and all that.
I got you.
And then like playing dirty in Quidditch and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm more to stand up for the ones that are being bullied
Yeah.
than be the bully.
Or like play
Okay.
dirty in Quidditch. Like I'm not trying to like fucking 1975 Raiders this shit, you know what I mean?
Okay. I'm,
I
Okay.
see when it comes to Quidditch, I might be a little Slytherin.
that's
Nah,
what I'm kind of.
no,
That's
no,
why
no.
I think. That's
I
what I'm
might be a
saying.
little, like, when-
We all have a
that's
little
like,
Slytherin.
That's like
in
when
us.
I step on the
All right,
football
a little
field,
bit,
the
sure.
switch gets flipped.
Right. That's
And
what
I'm
I'm
a
getting
different
at.
person on the field though than I am normally.
But like Slytherin's like eye gouges and shit
Hey,
like that.
bro,
You're not eye gouging. and
I put
elbowing.
fingers into people's
Yeah,
ribs in fucking
You're a
dog
fucking
piles
asshole.
and stuff.
Hey,
Alright, well, you're an
Fucking
asshole.
knuckle in the calf.
Alright, well,
dog.
He's a
Hey,
Slytherin third and a
Oh,
fucking
dude, I was, with the guy on the
And a
football field,
Hufflepuff
That's what I'm kind of getting
I
at.
played
Like,
to the rules, like when the refs could see everything.
Yeah.
In the dog pile, anything goes.
Tony Tots home run.
Hey, Taylor.
He's gonna look great in
Salamander.
Mariner jersey next year. We trade him.
Salah who?
Probably will.
He's gonna look great in a Mariner jersey next year. We trade him. Anyway, all right, let's do this next
I
beer.
don't want that to happen, but it's gonna have to.
Hogwarts talk aside. I probably will get the game now. I'm knee deep in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so when I get done with that, I'll probably
Okay.
go there.
All right, here we go.
Doing a little Starfield right now.
Starfield's good. Okay. All right, right off the bat.
And if this is
Much more
what
manageable.
this is what
Oh, yeah.
West Coast
Oh, yeah,
IPA is
okay.
supposed to taste like,
Okay.
true respite, go home.
Yeah.
Because
You definitely
your
put-
dad's here.
Too many hops in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hops. It has a little citrus to it, which you said
this
there.
is nice.
The Citra hops,
The citra hops are money.
like if the true respite was still gonna do last thing you would say about true respite.
Yeah.
If they were gonna do that, they should have swapped it and put the mosaic first and put that as the main base instead of putting a dash of mosaic.
Yeah.
This has Citra. The
This
black
has
flag.
Citra and Mosaic in the same one.
No, this doesn't have Citra and mosaic.
I know. I'm saying
No.
that's what I want.
This
Well,
one, the black flag, has Citra as the main one,
Right.
and then Simcoe and Azaka.
You mentioned the flavor of the last one. I couldn't even get to that because of the bitterness.
Yes.
But because the bitterness is tame, I can get to the flavor, and the flavor is good right here.
Yeah, the flavor stands out in this.
Yes.
It's almost like a muzzle bitterness though, because you
Yes.
can still you get
Yes.
you get a slight bitter.
Yes, you get a
But
hint of
it's
bitterness,
there.
but it's not overpowered.
This-
The flavor overpowers the bitterness instead of the bitterness.
This has a
overpowers the
much bigger acceptance rate or audience. I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it.
flavor. I think both work.
Because there's enough bitterness to appease those people, but there's also a lot of flavor to appease people like us who don't love the bitterness.
And this one is 8.5.
And it's 8%, which is
8.2%.
huge. Like I only need 3 of these, and I'm having a good night. You know what I mean? Like I'm jolly. I'm having a good night. This is a good beer.
This is much better.
Way better.
And I think it's just good in general too. I'd like it even if I hadn't just had the bitterness from before.
Now, I don't know if I can eat with this beer because it's still a lot. I still think this is a drink this, then have a meal, then maybe something else, or vice versa.
This is kind of heavy for.
It's kind of heavy
for
to have
a
for
meal.
food.
I think I could eat with this, but it would be
It'd be, I don't know,
specific things.
like, well, how would you wouldn't be quenching your thirst, you'd be adding more food to your, more taste.
I want a big German bratwurst.
You're
And then I
wild
want
for
to
that.
drink this too.
No,
Yep.
this is a.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drink with this, this is like an appetizer type situation. where
Yeah, I
you're
feel like,
taking,
like
and it's like
charcuterie
a
board.
one appetizer, not like appetizer for your meal.
Like this is a charcuterie board beer, 100%. Like meats and cheeses, things like that.
yeah,
Some crackers.
I think because I'm not a
Fuck
big
the
sauerkraut and like
charcuterie board
the
up.
spicy mustard, like sauerkraut type mustard.
I love
So
that.
I would like cut that with this beer, and I think it would be good.
Fair enough.
Not a fucking charcuterie board up.
Cartucci board.
That reminds me, like I remember last year.
What's that from again?
Hard Knocks.
Yes.
The
Hard
Jet
Knocks.
Ski lineup.
Yes,
Oh
Cartucci
yes.
board. Okay.
Good call. Good call.
That's one of the best parts of the whole season.
Yeah,
Honestly.
literally the best part of it.
This wasn't Aaron Rodgers' fun. So, the one thing
I was
not
telling you
about
guys,
Aaron
I was
Rodgers.
watching the finale, and I'm like, it did not age well. Like instantly.
They show coming out of the tunnel. Go get him. Wait a minute.
Except
Keep the
the
cameras rolling.
very last shot says, "What now?" Question mark. And I'm like, okay, that aged pretty well.
But it was just literally like fucking 45 seconds later.
And literally 45 seconds later. So that's amazing. I love it.
Wow, there's.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, this is
Let's
good.
do it.
Yeah, let's do this. Just the scores. This is phenomenal. There's not too much to not like. Again, other than like I personally have this with food. I could probably have this year round.
Yeah.
You know,
More
I
of
mean,
like
the citrusy flavor make a tougher sell in the colder months. But I wouldn't be like aghast by it if I had
No,
it.
I'm more of
Like
a
in
colder
January.
month person for this.
Say
I'm more of a colder month person for this.
yeah. So,
Leaving it in.
man, this is one of the better like IPAs I've had on the show.
Yeah, man.
It's funny. You gave me one of the worst beers I've ever had, Ben.
Yeah.
Now one of the better IPAs.
It's just like my puns. My jokes.
Well, no.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Yep.
You
Unless
always
you have us a
go-
better rate, otherwise this next beer's gonna be terrible as well.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna be hard. It's hard for me to get to that threshold for an IPA, but I'm gonna go as high as I can go. I'm gonna go 7.9.
Holy
Whoa,
fuck.
you're going way higher
I
than I
think
thought.
you've
you
Oh,
ever
were.
really?
gone, I think you've only ever gone like
No.
like 7.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like
This is one of the best
7.2.
IPAs I've ever had.
I've also remember you
Wow,
saying they can
okay.
never get higher than like a 6.9 as well.
My
No,
palate may have
he's
evolved
gotten,
since
he's
then.
gotten up there before. I just didn't think he'd go that high with this.
I can't get to eight because that's like my like Hall of Fame.
Facts.
And IPA, maybe this is where I rewrite that statement, Ben. Or
That's
Dan.
also
I don't know if I can go to an 8 with an IPA ever. That'd be hard
Sure.
for me to fathom.
all right.
But 7.9.
Yeah, this is pretty
Hey,
good. I
Augustus.
really enjoy it. It's a 7.5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
7.5. You might like this the most, Tyler. I think I'm going 7.8 on this.
Okay. I like it.
It's just there. It could be. I want like a little bit more of the citrus flavor, like a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit more. And it's in the 8s for me
Yeah,
because I
a
love
little
everything
more
else
cit-
of
yeah,
it,
little
but I
citrus
want a
like
little bit
But
more.
it's not
flavor.
hazy. It doesn't. We're not really as citrusy.
True.
Facts.
So it is what it is. It's really good.
Touche.
And it's sitting at 8.2%.
Oh,
gonna, I think
it
it's
is
down.
8.2%.
It's gonna get the job done.
Almost forgot about that.
So, but yeah, I think that's-
Actually,
that's a good beer. Well, like whatever.
amendment. I'm telling you, Tyler. I'm
Amendment.
going 7.9.
Okay,
I forgot
that's
about
fine.
8.2%.
That's fine.
All right. Next beer,
Delicioso.
also from Black Flag Brewing Company,
Hey now.
Magic Wizard XXL Hazy Dipper Double IPA, matching the percentage at 8.2%.
Hey now.
See, it got me with the hazy, but now it's a double IPA, so it's like
You know, and nothing would be better than what we started with.
hopefully it's double hazy
Nothing can be more.
and
better.
not just single hazy double IPA. Does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense.
So it's lighter.
That shit looks fucking creamy, dude.
It's creamy.
This shit looks delicious.
Okay. Interesting.
It's really good. It's got a nice German on it.
It's not like clear at all though. It's kind of dense.
Oh
And
yeah,
so light.
it's dance. It's
I've seen
dancing. What's dancing and it's dancing. Shaking the bag.
Dancing in the night.
Dancing in the moonlight.
You see? As per Black Flag Wizard Beers, he's naked with his butt out.
Yeah, he got a naked booty.
Little Magic Mike show here on the strip pole.
Naked booty. All right, baby.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Mean Dean, another nice little inning.
Mean Dean keeping it clean. Let's go.
Mean Dean came it up clean.
The Orioles reign supreme.
Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about when I said I wanted a little bit more flavor.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think definitely the same path, same road as the last one, but probably a tick more citrus.
And even less bitterness.
Even less bitterness.
Hazy
Which is normally the case with
are
my hazies.
legit.
And it's the same alcohol content, right?
Yeah. Ha ha! Ha ha!
You might have to
You also
match the
go-
alcohol content.
You
with
can also
the
go
score.
795.
I could do that.
Mine's 799.
I'm gonna have to do that, I
You
think.
can do
You might just
799.
match the alcohol percentage with the score.
I can't.
And damn delicious,
No. I'm gonna.
tasty.
Yeah, this is very good. So it's very similar to the last beer,
Oh.
but again, just a little more citrus, a little less bitter. Is it like described the same hops? What are the?
Oh yeah,
This one's
lay the
the
hops on
hops.
us.
This
Right,
one,
they got-
this
this
is
so
way
good, they
more
got a
naked.
secret recipe.
Yeah, this wizard's full
He's
naked.
a fucking stripper. He's Magic Mike up there. Magic Mike, Magic Wizard. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Oh wait,
that's
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
for
Oh.
yeah. XXL. I think it's for Magic Mike too.
Yeah,
There you
Magic
go.
Wizard XXL.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
And now I'm picking up what we're putting.
What are the hops in here, buddy?
Oh, you
I don't
have
think
to
it
pull the
says.
website.
See, it's so
Does
good.
that-
They got a secret recipe.
Okay.
It's not on
Secret
that list.
recipe.
It's not listed. That makes no sense. All right, so black.
Hey yo,
Government warning.
ballpark packed, baby.
Consumption of alcohol beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems.
So this
I
is
agree.
described as a double New England IPA, so it's not West.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Hazy double New England.
So again,
IPA.
Citra-
Holy fuck.
So Citra, Nelson, Savon, and
Oh, they're getting fancy.
Matuika?
Oh, those-
Moteca.
those-
Moteca hops.
All right.
And
Hold on.
a subtle tropical guava and papaya note body while ending in a pillowy cloud of haze.
This is guava and papaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This does have that citrusy guava to it. And papaya. You don't like the way he said guava?
No, you just.
I said guava.
You did not say guava.
I did too.
Maybe it was papaya you messed up then. You messed one of them up.
Nah, I think I know both.
Can't wait to go back. I'm actually going to
What
go back
is
and
this
listen to
I might go back and listen to this episode. 35 IBU.
Magic Wizard XXL.
Huh.
Yeah, that one at the top of the page.
Huh. What's that? Huh.
It's just like that. Got Citra and the full. Why didn't you look it up to not read it?
Because he just pronounced Moteca wrong. I already fixed him on that. I thought he pronounced Savon wrong, but he,
I pronounce
it was
everything
right.
100% correctly every time.
I thought it was. I thought he said it. Just said that for something else.
Might as well be a word dictionary, audio
It
dictionary.
might as well be a word
It
dictionary.
might as well be an audio dictionary. Yeah.
It'll be a word dictionary.
Yeah, I
I'm
am.
gonna
Yeah.
call you.
You go to the
Child.
ATM machine,
Yeah.
don't you?
Fuck
Yeah.
T Wade. You might be T Webster.
T. Webster, that's right.
Webster.
That's
Oh,
right, baby.
no.
I'm signing out that way.
That's actually a sweet name. Don't give that to him.
I'm signing out T. Webster.
You're Augustus Vanderlei. You already got a sweet name.
That's
too.
true, too.
All right, let's do some scores.
T Webster and Augustus Vanderlei. Y'all got sweet ass nicknames.
So this one is an elevated level of the first Naked Wizard, which makes sense. It's double XL. It has a little more citrus, a little less bitter, same alcohol. This is delicious. This is delightful. Black Flag crushed it. I'm going 7.99. I can't.
You're gonna say they crushed it and then just do them like that?
No. That's a great score.
This is the first time anyone's ever given that score. I'll give you
That's
that.
right. 7.99.
It's the first beer that's
99?
99?
99? 29?
So
I fucking love Schmidt, dude. Shout out New Girl.
such.
That's definitely a Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It was a Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
But you
Both
said
shows
it
spectacular.
as...
Yeah,
I
both
fucking
shows,
love
they had a
New
combo
Girl.
show.
New Girl would be better actually if Jess wasn't in the show. I'm just saying.
You've said that
Hot
before.
take. Hot take.
You've said that before.
Yeah. Just give me the three dudes.
Just
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck about Jess. She actually annoys me.
All four of them.
Fine. Give me all four. Give me all. Give me Cece.
You want
give
the
me them all.
You want
except
the,
for Jess.
You want the prequel before Jess moved?
Yes. 1,000%. I want them in college. I want Fat Schmidt. I want Hippie Nick. That's what I want.
That would be a great show.
Yes. They go to class. Be amazing.
Why don't you like bangs?
I actually like bangs. I'm actually a band fan.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, bang bangs.
All right,
Bang bangs.
Bang bangs.
799. What are you giving it? Hey, shout out to whoever's fucking weed whacking literally right next to my fucking window.
Also,
Watch me
at
read back
night-
now. The oil escape is on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this an 8.2. I'm matching alcohol percentage on it.
Hey,
That's my
that's
score.
I like what you did there.
I think it's smooth.
It is smooth. Bet I'm gonna match your score right as well. 8.2.
You gonna match my match?
Yeah, for sure. As they fucking weed whacked a tree stump or whatever, that was a huge hold on. That was a huge thump.
It's a lot of weed whacker string you're going through if you're hitting a
For real,
tree
dude.
stump with it.
Probably got the fucking steel ones. But yeah, 8.2. This shit is fucking delightful. Everything that I wanted the last IPA to have, they were like, hey, Dan, we heard you. We put it in this beer.
Immediately.
Problem is, though, is that they currently have the other beer for sale on tap at the brew room, at the tap room. This is probably a couple years old because it came out with Magic Blank.
Yes.
So, ipso facto,
Maybe. It was fresh. It was fresh in the stove.
they should have definitely fucking kept the other one. Kept this one and not the other one. But it's reverse, so I'm certain.
They switched it. They switched it.
They mimsied it.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So, all in all, very good, Ben. Black Flag crushed
Thank
it.
you. I mean,
Saved you from the worst beer score of all time.
ooh, sorry, True Respite.
No, not
True
sorry.
Respite, you should apologize to us.
Exactly. Listen. I feel like we are honest.
We are.
You know what I mean? We're not here to sugarcoat or kiss
We've had a
butt.
couple good True Respites before, but this
one was bad.
a letdown.
Yeah,
This one was no bueno. So it happens. You swing and miss sometimes.
So bitter.
So bitter. All right. Well, we're gonna now transition. Before we do we need breaks or anything? We good? All right, let's roll.
Good.
All right, so we're going to transition to our next segment, Tits Time Tangents. We're going to talk about a movie that's got a lot of buzz recently and that has been out in select theaters for about a week and I think has their full-blown release this weekend. That is Dumb Money. So Dumb Money is the story about the 2021 financial phenomenon that is the GameStop stock, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say this, I actually really enjoy finance movies.
This was like right before it all went out of business, right? This was like,
I believe so, yeah.
I think GameStop like went out of business after this. Am I correct?
Probably. I don't think there's a GameStop anymore.
Right. Didn't they go out of business like right after this?
Let's Google.
Don't know.
All right.
assumed
Shout out,
that
Dan.
still-
I just kind of assumed that.
Yeah, I assumed you could still go to a GameStop.
Did not know.
I haven't been to one in a while, but I thought you could still go to one.
Remember EB Games? That was a good time.
Yeah, I haven't been to EB Games much.
It was one in the Columbia Mall. Then it became GameStop.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever went to that one.
Ciao.
No, they're still around.
Oh, sick. Disregard.
Yeah, they're still around.
Maybe
Disregard
Blockbuster,
comment.
yeah.
Not yet.
I'm gonna leave that
They
in.
sell
because
computer
it's
mice,
from
so they can.
Well, and that's how it's funny. That's how
computer mice.
the mouses. That's what. That's what Ben's leading
Mouses.
to. So financial movies have been very popular in the past. I think because everyone's intrigued by the stock market. When you look at movies like Wolf of Wall Street, Boiler Room, Margin Call, both Wall Streets, Big Short, things like that. These movies are interesting to people, and they're definitely interesting to me. It's going to be weird to kind of how this one stacks up. I think it's kind of somewhere in the middle of all these. I don't think it's the
in terms
iconic
of
things.
interestingness and like thrillingness. It's definitely below both Wolf of Wall Street and.
Well, it's not close to Wolf of Wall Street.
Right.
Wolf of Wall Street is more sensational. Well, hold on. Wolf of Wall Street is more sensational for sure.
Also, Big Short, I think, affected more people.
I think Big Short is the best of the movie. One of the reasons why I like Big Short the
Big
most.
Short's one of my favorite of those type of movies.
Because they do a really good job explaining what's going on.
Correct.
When they have like Selena Gomez and Margot Robbie come in like for like 5 minutes, talk about like really break it down, which is great. Which I think this is where Dumb Money falls short. They don't really do a great job. They say things, but I wish they were definitely more interested in the story of the person, more so than the financial event.
Correct.
Which is fine. If that's the mode they want to take, I have no problem with that.
I enjoyed the story of the person.
I really enjoyed the story. I was actually really entertained in this movie. I think I liked it. From talking to you guys, I'm probably going to like it more than I think you two.
Correct.
Yes.
I was thoroughly entertained. I think they did a good job with kind of bringing in like moments from that time. Whether it was all the TikTok videos they showed, all the YouTube videos they showed, people talking about it, like that kind of made it a little more real, gave a little more brevity to me. I also really enjoyed, because I did forget that this happened during COVID.
Sure.
And I was getting, and nostalgic's not the right word, but like flashbacks to like all the COVID things. Like when the GameStop manager used to tell you to put your mask up. Like, or when the girl's talking to the guy at the gas station, she goes,
just say when she's at the gas station.
Yeah, like, it's nice to see your whole face. Like, that stuff, I was having big flashbacks with that as they were saying those things, which was funny. But, so, like, I did kind of, like, was reminded of that kind of stuff. This is a great cast, though. And I think the acting was very strong.
The cast is great. The acting's fun.
Hold on.
And also, sorry, go ahead.
Before we move on to the cast, I think that's kind of the reason why I was like, whatever about this movie is because that shit just happened. Like, it hasn't been long enough.
Tender still?
Well, it just hasn't been long enough for me to want to relive all that fucking COVID bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, that had nothing to do with my negativity.
No, I mean, yeah, but it's like it didn't. That was like the cherry on top to like all the shit, and then
part of COVID feels so long ago.
It does, yeah.
That didn't bother me.
Right, but then you look and it's only been 2 years.
But you both are saying the right thing. I agree with both what you're saying. Like, you're right, Ben. On a calendar, it's only been 2 years. It's nuts. But you're right, Dan. It feels so long ago.
You reverse yes.
Did I really? My bad. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So,
moving on.
I thought the acting was spectacular in this movie.
I think Pete Davidson's getting better and better at acting.
I think so too. Now, he definitely has to.
He still sucks. He was still like one of the worst actors of the film.
He's still like a niche actor. He has to play an asshole.
Yeah.
He can't be anything other than that role.
Correct.
By the way, him being the shitty like Uber Eats driver was so perfect. Because I was having flashback to Uber Eats stuff. Like, they'd always mess up your
as he's delivering.
Yes, eating the fries.
First off, I think he does that. Yeah. Even being rich, I can see him doing that.
Yes.
You can see Pete Davidson just ringing your doorbell, like, yeah, here's your food. Yeah. I ate your fries and drank aftershake on the way. See ya.
Peace, bitches. So that's so true. One thing I did like, another thing I liked about the movie was, I did feel like they were trying to stay true to kind of what happened, especially when they were quoting the people directly from their Congress hearings, and they showed you the clips afterwards. Like, I do feel like they truly tried to make a genuine effort to tell the story as is.
I almost kind of wanted more of that, though.
That's what I'm, and again, I'm saying, yeah. I just feel like
it was cool, but it wasn't. Like, I wanted to hear about the story and hear all the inside stuff, but I wasn't excited watching it. I was just like, it was a cool story they were telling, but I wasn't excited watching it at any point. I wasn't like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Part of it is
what's going on now. It's just
part of his problem is it's not a
cool.
It's not a great story for a movie. Like
Yeah.
When you talk about The Big Short,
Then don't give me all the reviews saying this is gonna be the movie of the
well,
year.
because here's what, like, when we talk about a movie like The Big Short,
It wasn't a big enough impact.
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a big enough
nationally.
event. And, yeah, exactly. Dan's I'm right. When we talk about The Big Short, that was the mortgage housing crisis.
Literally
collapse.
everyone was
Everyone's
thinking
talking about
about
it.
it.
So, like,
Yeah.
that was a bigger story. This was a very finite story, and while everyone knew about it, it didn't impact nearly that many people. It wasn't that much money. It was a bigger story because
it was the little person going up against.
that's
the
what I was about to say.
giant.
It's the
David
big,
versus
what
Goliath
made it a big story was how Wall Street reacted by shutting it down and then
shutting down Reddit.
yes,
Yeah,
that and shutting down Robinhood. Like
Yes.
that's what made a big story. Like this one little stock being shorted and little people rising up is definitely not a huge enough
The
story.
fact
for
that
this.
nothing happened though,
right?
Yeah, that was annoying.
I think that ruined that.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a good movie.
It was
out
like
of
the
that.
ending of The Village.
It's a very disappointing ending with like nothing.
This should have
happening.
been a 90-minute Netflix doc.
I was
Yeah.
literally just about to say,
Yeah, and that should have been
to
it.
take
Yes.
an old term, this should have been a straight to DVD movie.
Yeah, like it just there wasn't enough substance to. But again, I
Straight to
do
Netflix
think
movie.
I do think they squeezed every ounce they could out of it. And I think the reason they went to like 4 or 5 different people around the country is because you had to. That was the story, how the little person was affected.
Yes, and I like that they.
And that's all you could really
I like
do.
how
with
they
this.
went to the one employee in the GameStop store.
Yeah, that was kinda
They
cool.
went to a nurse and the first responder dealing with everything she's
Yes.
dealing with. Like, so they did a good job with it. I
They
just
did as good as they could
for
do.
the advertisements and for everything I was hearing about it.
Well, they tried.
They tried to put it out there and make it a big movie. and
I
it's not a
wanted
big
to say,
movie.
hey, Steve Conan and Robin Hood and the original hedge funder, Jonah Hill's character, not Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen's character. Seth Rogen's character, I can drawing a blank on his name. I wanted to hate those people more, but they didn't give me enough of them. I want to see more shittiness on
If
their
anything,
end.
Seth Rogen didn't laugh. I liked him more.
Right, but I wanted to see more like
one
mischievous
time
shit.
ever.
I want to see more mischievous shit from them.
Yes,
To hate
They
them
just
more.
did-
but they didn't have all the dirt on them.
Well, they did at the end. They showed that they had the text messages. They
had some
definitely
stuff
had
that
some.
didn't do shit.
But I wanted to see them like get down and dirty, and I didn't. That's where it falls short
They
for me again.
couldn't. They couldn't prove.
I'll
all
say
that
this though,
stuff, so they couldn't put it
with
in
a
the
movie resonated with me though, and I did feel this though. I've always been, again, especially maybe just because I'm getting older, anti-man, anti-establishment. Like I'm starting to just like public education. I'm starting to hate all this shit so much more. So this movie did like resonate with me at the end. I was like, dude, if there's a revolution, I'm totally against. I know it's not I'm on. I'm on the people's side. Fuck the government. Fuck Wall Street.
That's why.
Like
I'm
that. So it did
pissed.
resonate with me in that sense.
So that's why I'm
I
pissed because nothing happened.
Nothing essentially happened.
Right. That's why I'm
'cause
pissed.
they fucked us over and
The
people
one guy
still
lost his job.
Yeah.
He lost his company. His company bankrupt. But that's about it. There was no.
Yeah, he's not a billionaire anymore. Boo.
I don't even think he has his company. But I think he filed for bankruptcy.
Yes.
So-
So he's not a billionaire anymore. He still
You know,
probably has money and still doing
Maybe,
stuff.
maybe he's hired as a consultant somewhere. But I don't. Yeah. So
Still
Your
living
point,
better than
though.
we are.
for sure. So like, I was definitely like, as the movie was like ending, they're showing us stuff. I was definitely like, yeah, fuck the man. Like let's kill people. Like I was definitely kind of feeling that way. And I guess maybe that was the ultimate goal of the movie. So like if that was the ultimate goal, it worked on me.
I liked how the part I loved about it was they tried to do what Big Short was.
Yeah.
Which was like multiple viewpoints, multiple stories at one time going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is dope. Love when it's done properly.
Mhm.
And they did it properly. It's just they didn't give enough information, and it was just the cast and the writing was awesome. So I love that about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was this director? He did I, Tonya, and what was the other thing that he did?
I was actually just looking his name up. The director's name is.
I know he did I, Tonya, and he did something else he did I want to say Underworld, but he didn't do Underworld. He did something.
So Greg Gillespie.
Yes.
He did I, Tonya, like you said. He did Cruella.
Cruella. That's what he did. Not Underworld.
And
That's what I saw.
he's done some other things, but those are
that's
his
the
big
two
ones.
things he's known for.
Like The Finest Hour, $1 Million Arm, Mr. Woodcock. Mr. Woodcock's kind of funny.
$1 million arm.
I like $1 Million Arm. I
That's
like
fine.
Finest Hour as
But
well.
once again,
It's fine.
it's a cool
Fine,
story,
goes there.
but nothing super great.
It's
Is
not-
that what this guy does? He just goes out and finds
No.
pretty good stories and then just makes movies about
Like
them.
if you
that
were to
aren't
submit this to a
great.
teacher for a research paper, they'd say, get something that's a little bigger.
Yeah, there's a lot of proofread notes on this. There's a
Yeah.
lot of red.
So, but I did.
This is straight to Netflix. You guys do not have to go and watch this. At the
Netflix documentary, probably a little better than the movie.
Correct.
Again, I wanted more about like the Robin, because I actually did get on Robinhood. Like when it was all going down, I was like, that was kind of the first time I dabbled in the stock market. A teacher friend kind of got me hip to it, and I remember like buying stock in like Tesla and Netflix. Like I was definitely dabbling in the market through Robinhood, and it was a cool app.
Where are you at now?
Nowhere, because it got shut down. It's gone. So like I don't really dabble in the market anymore. But I did because it was so easy. They showed how easy it was for those people to do it. They just clicked on a button, swiped up, and goes boom, you're there.
Yeah.
Like you didn't need like have a broker or anything. Like, it was the beauty of it. And I also remember Reddit being a big part of this thing. Like it did kind of show that social media when it kind of rallies around something, has a lot of force, a lot of power.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, I don't want to say everything on the podcast, but yeah, social media drives like everything nowadays.
it's kind of nuts.
And all the movements we have, it's all social media stuff.
Yeah.
Like none of these movements would be happening without social media.
It'd be tough.
Some of these movements are for the better, and some just cause more anarchy and stuff.
We want to keep our podcast, Ben. Don't say anything.
So I'm not saying nothing.
That's hilarious. So all right, we ready for some scores?
Yep.
All right.
Scores.
Out of 6 buttery popcorns, again, I think I like this better than you guys. I thought this was a solid movie with an interesting story. I just feel the story itself didn't have a lot of substance, so because of that, the movie itself had a ceiling, a limited ceiling. I did enjoy lots of parts of it, like the acting, I like the writing. I did enjoy them going back in time and pulling all those stuff back. I love the different points of views for stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that I liked than I disliked. For that, I'm going to go 4.25 buttery popcorns out of 6.
4.25. I feel like you've given other good movies worse scores than that.
I enjoyed this movie. I really did. I would actually recommend this movie. Again, if I'm ranking
That's
this like
crazy.
versus other financial movies,
No.
like it's middle of the pack. Like it's better than some, not as good as others.
All the five the four that we reference is not better than. Big Shorts, both Wall Street.
Big Short's better. The second Wall Street's not that good.
The one with Shia?
The OG. Yeah, the one with Shia LaBeouf's not that good.
It's better than this.
No, it's not. The OG with Charlie Sheen's better.
Agreed. It's
Wolf of Wall
better.
Street is more entertaining, more sensational. Wolf of Wall Street is what this movie like could have been, because again, you didn't like learn a lot about Wall Street, but they went way more into like obviously the drugs and sex, because this guy was a wholesome family guy, so it wasn't about that. So this is like a JV version of Wolf of Wall Street in my mind.
Sure.
If that was, but like while the other movies dive really more deep into the finest, and
But filmed in the style of The Big Short.
Yeah. So like Margin Call and Big Short are better movies. Have you guys seen Margin Call?
Margin Call's great.
I love Margin Call.
Margin Call's definitely a top
You need to
five.
see it. It's really good. Kevin
Margin Call's definitely
Spacey,
better than
Zachary, who played Spock, Zachary Pinto.
Pinto.
Also Stanley Tucci. Great movie.
That's a great cast.
All right.
All right, Ben, go.
Yeah, Dumb Money. I like the cast. I like the acting job in it. I always forget her name. I really like the nurse from Superstore.
Ugly Betty
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
But
Oh, yes. Are you talking about Ugly Betty or
Ugly Betty. Well, that's the nurse.
Okay, yeah.
so but 3.2 buttered popcorns for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, Ben, I'm right around there with you. I'm going 3 out of 6. Mid-tier, 5 out of 10, 3 out of 6. It's a C grade.
Yeah.
It's a straight to Netflix movie. Don't go see it. Don't spend your money. Me and Ben pirated it. 1, 2, 3 movies.
I did not.
Okay.
I was actually going to say I would not say that I pirated this movie on the internet.
You said I did not.
Oh, that's what you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna talk about how freaking. And that's
Hold on.
what
Well, I was going to talk about other stuff.
Breaking news.
Orioles.
Orioles
Orioles.
have agreed to sign a new lease to Cameron Yards, 30 years.
30 years.
So Orioles are not going anywhere.
Never doubted they were.
Never know they were,
Never doubted
but
it.
we will now watch them our entire lifetime.
Love
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
That's great.
Well,
Love it.
speak for yourself.
I'm not making 30 years.
I'll watch it on my entire lifetime.
Yeah, I'm definitely zero chance I'm making 30
I mean,
years.
I will watch them my entire life, but Bill will be signing a new lease by the time, like later on.
But you'll see them in Baltimore for the next 30 years.
I'll be 64 years old.
I will be dead. 1,000% dead.
56 is my number. That's probably when I'm going out.
Yeah, Westmore went on the
You don't
broadcast.
have to have replacement knee surgery by then.
I will.
All right.
That's
Scores. Let's wrap it up.
We done with scores?
Yep.
Beautiful.
We got to do locks after this, and then
Then we're out.
Orioles, baby.
Down my name.
So, all right. So thank you guys for listening. Please give us a like, share, and follow on all our social media accounts. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can also watch us on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button.
Hell yeah.
Please also tell your friends and family about us. Listen, we're 3 guys. We're just normal people, so we have a great perspective.
Whoa. How dare you assume my pronoun?
He didn't say your pronoun.
Dan has a vagina.
I'm Asian.
He just said you were a guy. He didn't
No.
give your pronoun.
I'm Asian. My pronoun is he.
Yeah! So I saw it the other day, too. He said
Never mind. Don't listen. Don't. Never mind. Don't tell anybody about
I
us.
was cracking up when I saw it the other day.
We're a top 10 podcast in Maryland, top 2 in Howard County. but we're about to drop because of that. But that's fine. On that note, we're signing out. I got nothing else to say. All right, thanks guys again for listening. This is your boy T. Wade.
Benjamin Augustus.
Hey, Danny, Matt.
Keep living the dream.
Peace.